Yo, what's good with y'all? It's your boy John Smooth, and this video is gonna be called "How is liquor? What was that called? How is liquor, wine, beer, and whiskey modernly made versus how it was anciently made?" Right. So if we look into it, going back to even the 1920s, times like that, there was a big uproar or fight over who would be aging the beer, aging the vodka, aging the liquor, aging the wine, whiskey. And in my opinion, everyone should be able to age their own stuff, and communities would actually drink of the land in their community. We're drinking all of this other land stuff. I mean, occasionally people should commune and drink from other lands, but people don't even drink from their own land. Wine, grapes from their own land, aging different fruits and stuff like that, aging different wheats. So, and even aging certain vegetables. Like I've seen people make potato vodka or potato beer. You make aged anything. But also another problem with this is that the way it's aged modernly, they use machines, they use all these different things to keep up with the demand of liquor. But in my opinion, they should just have everyone growing their own stuff. So they wouldn't have to age it unnaturally, and then more bad stuff happens by them aging it artificially. We don't age right, we don't develop right, we don't get the right feeling of what growth is when we're drinking this artificially aged liquor, beer, wine, whiskey. When it's naturally aged in a barrel for different things like that, then that would be the natural way of drinking, right? We shouldn't have to be aging it with machines, aging it with all this stuff to keep up with the demand. Like, for example, Al Capone was selling moonshine, right? And Al Capone, with this money he made from moonshine, he literally was able to feed hundreds of thousands of people in a soup kitchen when the government bank collapsed. And people say that if he didn't feed people, everything would have collapsed. Everything. Because people would have been hungry. And this is money he made from moonshine and aging it naturally. And in my opinion, people should be able to age their own stuff. Age their own fruit from their yard, from their backyard, from their local community. Drinking of the local community, everyone drinking gets everyone in a righteous state, righteous vibratory field. Be on a similar vibratory field to continue everything to grow. Understanding for what the land needs, like tobacco, beer, any form of feeling a state of relaxation, or even just a state of wanting to have a good time. These are what these things are for: having a good time, bringing people together. But with how it's artificially made, artificial preservatives, it's not the same effect, and it should be aged naturally with natural stuff in it, no unnatural preservatives, to make it age faster. The preservatives they put in it to make it age. So that's not even a good effect for us. Our health is suffering because they want to profit. Oh, we got to get the beer out there. We got to profit. But everyone should be growing their own stuff. That's how it was before 1492. You'd be walking, right? And then you'd run into a dude or something, run into another person making their own stuff. Everyone making their own stuff before 1492. A diversity, a collection of different things like rice, potatoes, or like a base, like fruit, vegetables, and herbs. Like everyone would have their own things that they would grow and trade. But that would be like the base, herbs, fruits, and vegetables. Everyone would be growing that kind of stuff. But you know, like if it's aged naturally, there would be a natural effect. But it's aged artificially, so there's like an artificial, unnatural effect. I mean, it still has real stuff in it. You know, like if you have good intents, you still get something good out of it with anything. But, you know, like the beer, all these different things, you know, it really is like, it's sad, you know, how people, they want a good time. Like think about about a 50-year-old man or a 50-year-old woman wanting a good time, and their only option to drink is an artificially aged version. When everyone should have real aged versions, right? You know, and yeah, that's it for the video. Liquor, how it is modernly made, and how it was made anciently. These things would bring communities together, get people in the right state of mind, and with good people growing it, good intents growing it, there would be good effects from these things, right? Loving the plants, loving what you're growing, not just growing it to make money, growing it to bring proper nourishment, growing it with that vibratory frequency. That's what would make the liquor good. Not just we're growing stuff, oh, I gotta make profit, money, gotta meet the demand. So the effect that, you know, that we're seeking from these things is, it's not natural anymore. And these things need to represent community. They need to represent unity, like how it was anciently, when it is farmed, aged naturally. But yeah, it's John Smooth. How liquor is modernly made versus, or just compared to how it was anciently made, right? But yeah, it's John Smooth, and I'm out. Peace, love, light. More videos on the way. Tune in. Peace.